Welcome, new commanders. This is my mining ship builds for new players. Not so much new veterans. You guys should know. But for straight up new players, nothing is engineered. This isn't about a fast start, even though it kind of is. You're going to make a bunch of money right off the bat. But the first ship is pretty much a one-trick pony. You're going to use it once. You're either going to keep it or sell it and move on to the next one. Anyhow, this is the first ship. There's no reason you didn't have this ship pretty quick. And it's the Adder. I mean, personally, I like it because it has it comes out of the box with a 30 light year jump range. Of course, it got hurt with the equipment that's on it. But I have one that has a pretty far jump range. It's pretty crazy. I keep it as a gopher ship. Anyhow, I've seen other people doing some of these, and they have 2 class 1s in here. Right off the bat, no. Just get a class 2 mining laser and stick it in here. The power draw on this is 0.75 megawatts. The power draw on class 1s is 0.50. Hence, here 0.25 more power draw. And anyhow, it's more than enough. It's good, and you're going to use this later anyway. Okay. Nothing in the utility mounts. Now, some of this I had the money to upgrade. You're going to want a 3A power plant and the 2A power distributor. This is the important one. And anything else, like you could derate the thrusters. I added this because I had the money, and to be honest, if you mine in the system I'm at, you're going to want this because it just makes going across this big ass system really easy. And derated the life support sensors. Doesn't really matter in that. Now, one thing about this, you're not going to have shields, and you're not going to have a fuel scoop. Like I said, this is kind of like a one-use pony. You're going to make a bunch of money to move on to the next mining ship. That said, no shields, no fuel scoop, and we're going to be in this same system. It's not a big secret to the system that I'm in, but we'll get to that. Anyhow, I have 2 3As, so that's 16 capacity. I put a 2D refinery in. That adds a bin count of 3, which you could fill these up, and you in essence have 3 more slots, so you have a total of 19. Now, this, like I said, this is probably going to go. If you don't make enough money to get the 4A on the next ship, you just move this one over for the first round. Anyhow, I put a 2D in here. So, Prospector limpet controller. It's only one active limpet. That's all you need at the moment. And the same with the Collector limpet controller. That's all you need. It's just the one. Cheap, easy. Both of these are cheap and easy. This you're going to need. This one costs a little more. This is like 250K, I believe. Let's look, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It is kind of a little more expensive, yeah. So you need to make a couple pennies. You're not just going to take the 250 from the starting, but anyhow, a couple missions, whatever. Kind of need this. Because you got to scan the belt to see exactly where the platinum hotspots are that we're going to be mining. Anyhow, I put that in, but if you notice, I took the Super Cruise Assist out. You can live without it for a little bit anyway. But I left the docking computer in because new players, that's who I'm talking to. Brand new players, leave the docking computer in. It's fine. It's not hurting you. Like I said, no shields. No fuel scoop, don't need it. And this works totally fine. And with one round, you should have enough to buy the next ship. The Type 6. Now, I'll bring that up. I believe it's a little over $1 million for the ship. So, yeah, a little over $1 million for the ship. Probably about 1.5 million and you're good to set this up. Maybe a little more. Like 2 million. But the first round with the adder, you should have like 3 million. Don't worry about saving it. Spend it all on this. Now the hard points. This is where we're going to have to go and buy 2 class 1s to stick in here. That's fine. Whatever. Just don't throw out your class 2. You're going to need that later. Anyhow, once again, no utility mounts. Nothing. And this one, as I was making money with it, I upgraded it. But of course, you're going to need the 3A power supply and the 3A power distributor down here. And I need them too. And D-rate, whatever. This was kind of expensive, but like I said, the system I'm in, you're going to want that, especially if you're mine here. And like I said, I upgraded the thrusters and that. And the sensors I didn't care about. Fuel tank, who cares? The important part. Now some of this is missing because it's on my other ship. But I did leave. Well, that you can't get rid of. I left the assist on. I left the docking computer on. Now, I just have 2 of these, 32, so there's 64. 64 cargo racks. Okay. Now, we're going to go into this one. This, eventually, you're going to want the 4A. Don't buy the 4E or whatever. Just save the money. And you want to get the 4A. 4A refinery, 10 bin count. It's 4.5 million. But that'll be easy enough to get with this ship. So, it's, like I said, 10 more bin count. So, that's 10 more slots. Okay. Now we go to this. This is where things start getting a little, they get a little weird. We'll go to the number 2 compartment. That's where you're going to slide over your scanner. You're going to take the scanner off the other ship, your detailed service scanner, and stick it on this one. You didn't need to buy another one. Just move it. So, we have this 4 and this 3 left. This is your refinery. This is your scanner. So we're going to go into this one. And you're going to go down here this time. Multi-limpet controllers. You want the mining multi-limpet controller. So 3C, whatever. Stick it in there. You get 4 max limpets. It's more than enough. Then for this one, you're going to put a prospector limpet in. So you could go with 3 something, whatever. So you could get 2 or 3 prospector limpets. Don't need a lot. Like the D is fine. You save some weight, whatever. So you get 2 active prospecting limpets. Now you got to remember about the multi-limpet controller is to go over to your firing system, and I'll show you on my next ship. But you're going to run this a couple times. A couple runs with this, you're going to have a lot of credits. And this is my favorite ship in the game, actually. I love this ship. Yes, you can mine with this. before I do that, I want to show you this. I'm going to go to fire groups. Like I said, that multi-lipid controller. You see my prospector is up there. So I have that set. You can set it wherever you want. But I have it set for my other button. And I come down here. Now mine says universal multi-lipid controller. Here's is just going to say multi-limpid or mining multi-limpid controller. And it'll say prospector or collector. You just want to make sure you have it set on collector. You don't want the multi-mining limpid controller to do anything but send out collector limpids. So, just a little tip that you don't mess that up. Now, my ship, and this isn't done. Like I said, nothing is engineered at all, except on this ship, and I just got them. And at the end of this video, I'll show you how to do it, if you didn't find out the way it is. So my hard points, a class 2 mining laser, and then these two I just got. These are the pre-engineered mining lasers. Got to do faction missions, whatever. You need a bunch of stuff and you could get these. So I didn't get this all set up with these specifically yet, so anyhow, oops. Anyhow, that's this. This ship is 38 million. Sounds like a lot. 1 or 2 trips with that ship, you'll be able to fit this thing right out. Now, once again, nothing in utility mounts. Core internals, these I was upgrading little by little. You get what you can. The very first thing you want to A-rate is a power distributor. And if you have the money, then you A-rate the power plant. Frame shift drive, I believe it comes with this. But D-rate, life support, if it isn't already. And the thrusters, I went with A because I'm going to be doing a lot of different things with this ship. Like I said, the sensors, who cares? But I D-rated the sensors. There's the fuel tank. Now, this is how I have mine set up. This thing is expensive. But it gives me 8 active limpets, which is, to be honest, is overkill. I mean, they keep up. They're right on it. And you're like, why didn't I leave the 128 in there? Well, that's because I wanted the Class 7 multi-lipid controller. And like I just showed you, this is, you could do a lot with this. But it's great to have it. But I do have 3 64 cargo racks. So I still have a lot of room for goodies. Once again, no shields. And no fuel scoop, because we're in system mining. It's all about making the money. So my prospector lipid controllers 5D, my surface scanner, and it just went there because it doesn't matter, but you kind of need it. There's my 4A refinery, and then like I said, I left these in. Docking computer, Super Cruise Assist, and of course the one we can't take out. And I left these in, like I said, because new players. You probably can't dock. I suck at it, not gonna lie. And the Super Cruise Assist is kind of nice. Anyhow, these builds work fine. Now this ship, you can't. You're gonna run out of power with the beams. It's gonna happen until you engineer things. But that's why I'm showing you unengineered, this stuff works. And you can make a lot of money. It's just going to take a while to fill these up. Like I said, I like the laid back aspect of the game. And they're my builds, and they work just fine. This ship is going to be a beast before I'm done. And I am working on an explorer build for this ship, because I just love this ship. But the only thing it can't do is fight. Anyhow, don't forget your limpets either. Just did that myself today. Anyhow, just to continue on, I'll show you exactly where I'm at. It's no big secret. Down there in the corner, I'm an Omicron Capricorn EB. Not a big secret. This is where you're going to go mine. And you're going to need your detailed surface scanner. You're going to have to scan it yourself. You're going to go right here. BB1. You're going to scan that ring. You're going to find the overlapping platinum deposits. And that's where you mine. Only the platinum. Set everything else to ignore. Mine only the platinum. Once you're filled up, bring up Inara. You should know about it if you don't know. It's INARA. Yeah. You go there, pretty self-explanatory. You look up the best buying prices, or the best selling price for you. But you're going to look up the best prices, what these people are paying for it. There is a butt ton, an actual metric butt ton of carriers in the system that buy platinum. And they're the guys you're going to sell it to. And at 220K-ish per piece of platinum, you're going to be making bank pretty quick. That you can get that Type 8. And if you like mining, you can really have a good time with it. Or you can go save up, get your Python set up to fight. Even mine with that, doesn't matter. Python's an awesome ship. You know, it's a jack of all trades and actually a master of all trades. It's probably the best ship in the game for anything you want to do. I like the Type 8 because I like time on target when I'm mining. Said, I'm in no rush. And I just want to enjoy the game, and I zen out mining. I'm a sick person. I like the mine. Anyhow, that's all there is to that. And I'll add in at the end here how to get them modified mining lasers. Anyhow, that's all I got. So stay safe out there, new commanders. And just take your time. Enjoy the game. So to get the modified mining lasers, you want to come to this system, EGM 559. You want to come over here to Burke Dock. And yes, more fun and engaging gameplay. You got to grind some faction. If you have Empire faction, if you have some anyway, it'll probably be a little shorter. It took me, I don't know, a couple hours, like 2-3 hours, but I was taking my time. Come into the mission board. Right? And obviously you can see who you got to run for. Torvel Mining Limited. This is the only person you got to run missions for. So, we'll highlight that one. And you got to get to Allied. And you can run some transport missions. Now, just watch which ones you run. Like, this would be a really nice one. But look at how far you got to go. I can do a couple of single ones quicker than I can do that. But hey, it's up to you. Do whatever missions you want. You're going to want cargo room for some of them. But these were the ones I was just data transfers. They're mostly one jump. One jump, one jump. So you jump, turn in, come back in, another one, go jump. And it goes up pretty quick. I'm not going to lie. But then if you get something like this, like 48 units, this is kind of why you want to bring the Type 6 with you. So you got room. And like this one's, see, like there's no, it doesn't show any reputation. This one's a killer. I mean, look at all that rep you can get. The threat level isn't bad. I'm not sure the jumps. I mean, that depends on your ship. To me, that's only like 3 jumps. But anyway, yep, you come down here. And then once you get the faction, you'll get a mail. That'll issue you this. It's actually a mission will pop up. All you do is pick the mission up and complete it. It like auto completes. And then you get a permit to go to LTT 198. Simple and easy. Then you go up there, and if you have the ingredients, which I'll show you in a minute, then you're good to go. Because it does take quite a bit of stuff. But my advice would be, if you get bored mining or bored doing missions or bored blowing stuff up, just come down here and run these for an hour or two. You know, if you work, just do it after work instead of, you know, whatever. Like I said, you can knock this one out pretty quick. Yeah. Okay, so once you get into this system, not sure how you pronounce that. Is it Zedians or stations? I don't know, whatever. This station is kind of rough. If you approach it wrong, you're going to go through an asteroid belt. But anyway, you come to this station. We're just going to go down bottom because I'm going to get them and install them. It's kind of a neat looking station, to be honest. There you go, there's a name of it. Now this is where watching the video pays off, because you're going to need to bring down a bunch of stuff. So no matter what you do in this game, you have to mine. I mean, it's just, that's just the way it is. So anyway, come over here. Technology broker. And he has more than one thing, so it's good to have this. Just to show you some core modules you can get. A frameshift drive modified already. Detailed surface scanner. Kind of don't need that. But yeah, this is what we're after. Right here, modified mining laser. And there's exactly what you need. For each mining laser, you need 20 arsenic, 24 rhenium, 28 phosphorus, and 16 osmium. That's a lot of stuff. Of course, you get everything from mining. What I did is just traded. All the stuff that I mined. And then I think I did another couple runs just because I wanted more money and whatever. And then I just traded for the arsenic and the phosphorus and rhenium. I mean, you should get some of it, but whatever. There's planets you can land on. I'll let that up to you. You look that up if you want to go prospect on planets or not, or if you just want to keep mining and trade so that you get enough this way. The only thing that I hate is the osmium. You gotta wait till you get everything else, then go mine that. Because unless you have a carrier, there's no bank / vault / storage box to keep anything unless you keep it in your ship, and then you're gonna keep getting jumped by pirates. That annoys me. That's one downside of the game. But anyway, when you get all that stuff, come down here. Yep, thank you. There we go. Okay, that should have gave me 2 of them. Better give me 2 of them. Or I'll be cranky. But I'm taking these back with me, so I'm just gonna swap places where they're at. Okay. Here's my pre-engineered.